what's up, guys? This is Tom Taylor with South China Morning Post, joined today by the number one bantamweight contender in one championship, Fabricio Andrade. Fabricio, it's been quite a while since I've spoken to you. I think it was a few months before the fight with John Lineker, so certainly some catching up to do. First things first, though. I mean, how are you feeling? How's life?
Everything good, man. Feeling good. Training's going well, And thank you for having this interview with me again. Yeah,
Oh
we
man,
talked. It's been a long time that we talked.
yeah, I think you spoke to my colleague Nick a couple of times since then, but I haven't
Yeah,
spoken to you in a while. Yeah, yeah. All right, well, you got a big fight coming up. You're fighting John Lineker again. Everyone knows. Everyone's excited for this one. How's the training going so far? You're about a month out now.
yeah. Everything is going perfect, man. This camp is just like I'm just enjoying everything, Just enjoying the process and feeling like relaxed.
hmm Now, one little complication with respect to this fight, it was originally supposed to be in Jakarta a little bit earlier, and then they moved it to Bangkok a little later in the month. I'm guessing I know the answer to this, but did that change anything for you? Was that frustrating for you?
Bro, actually, like I'm happy to fight here. Like if I have to pick a place, besides Brazil, it would be Thailand. I'm really excited to fight here. Been living here for 5 years. A lot of my friends are here. And it's gonna be excited to have everybody there. So I actually got really happy with the news that I was fighting in Bangkok.
Have you fought in Bangkok for one championship yet?
Yeah, actually, my debut was in Bangkok against
Right.
Mark, and I finished submit him. So I have good memories, and was in the ring as well. And we just got noticed that we're gonna also be fighting in the ring. So me and
No
Lineker
way.
now are gonna be in the ring.
Oh wow, man! A little bit of breaking news. I think I don't think anyone knows that. So one is going back to the ring maybe for these Lumpini shows then.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay,
For this
very
one,
cool. Very cool, man. All right. Well, let's. I obviously want to talk about this rematch with John, but just for the sake of revisiting what happened before, um, looking back on that first fight, obviously it ended with a foul, but you were pretty satisfied with the way things were going until the foul, right? Like you liked the way the fight was going.
um, man, honestly, like I think I was got a bit pressured. I was just feeling a bit anxious, and I wanted to finish the fight really fast. So I think I ended up like giving him some opens to wrestle with me. I got taken down 2 times, so I was not happy with that. And I think this fight is gonna be different. I think this I don't think this fight is gonna be different. I'm sure this fight is gonna be different, and I'm sure I'm gonna perform much better than I did on our first fight.
That low blow was obviously very disappointing for everybody. You, John, the fans. It was just a disappointing moment for you. How long did it kind of take to get over that frustration of the way the fight ended?
Yeah, man, was really frustrated. Of course, like I was just like I didn't know what to think at the moment, because I it was not just for me. It was a loss. I took that fight as a loss because I didn't win the belt. Like on my brain was just that I don't have the belt. I don't have bonus. I don't have anything. And I just like yeah, I was so stressed, and it took a while for me. I was just like I had to step back a little bit and let everything go. It took like probably like 1 2 months.
hmm Were you worried?
And but now I finally like I'm relaxed again. And it is what it is. You can't change the past. So you can keep thinking about it. And I was not happy with my performance, but now I got a chance to fight him again and perform well, perform the way I want to perform. So I'm actually like happy that now we're gonna fight again and I have a chance to do everything different.
Well, let's talk about the rematch. You mentioned that there were some takedowns you wish you hadn't given up in the first fight. There was a little bit of pressure. Maybe what do you do differently this time to deal with those things?
I just need to be relaxed. I am a better fighter than he is. I have more speed. I have more power. More skills than he does. So I need to take my time. I need to go there, enjoy my time, and eventually knock him out because it's gonna happen.
Are you expecting him to shoot for takedowns again this time?
Yeah, he definitely gonna shoot.
You guys had a bet last time, right? And he broke the pact by shooting for a
Yeah,
takedown. Am I remember?
and I say if he shoot, he's a beach. So we all know he's a beach now, So
All right. Well, I'll leave the trash talking up to you guys. I don't want to trash talk John Lineker or you, man.
it is what it
Well,
is. It's true, We made a bet, and that was
yeah.
the price,
Fair.
and he broke it.
Fair enough, man. Now John Lineker, he's only 32. I don't want to say he's old or anything because I'm 32, right? So, but he has been fighting for a long time. I feel like maybe he's slowing down a little bit. Like, do you feel like he's going to be better in this fight or worse than the last fight? Like, what do you expect him to improve in this rematch or maybe fall off a bit?
Man, I don't really care. Like on every fight, I don't really care what my opponent is gonna do, and I'm just worried about what I'm gonna do. Because I know I'm better than those guys. And I know if I step in there and do what I know, I'm gonna knock them out. But as a fan, like because I've been follow him for a long time, I think yes, he have too many fights, and he been fighting since a young age, and
Hmm.
that definitely makes a difference because this is not an easy sport. I'm doing like all these like restrictory stuffs every single day, and eventually it gets tired, So definitely has a effect because he been fighting for a long time, but I think he'll be more hungry now, because man, if no many people want to have a rematch with me, for him to want a rematch with me, he knows what I did to him on the first fight, so that's on his head. He have to train really hard to be prepared, but that's what I say. Like I don't really care how prepared he's gonna be because this time is gonna be even worse.
Hmm. It's interesting. You said before you sort of are looking at the first fight as a loss, like you took it as a loss, but I think a lot of people were kind of looking at it as a win for you because you were doing very well, and you moved ahead of John in the rankings. Do you feel like even though you sort of saw it as a loss, a lot of people sort of consider you the winner of that first fight?
Yeah, like they put me as a number one on the rankings,
Hmm.
but Lineker is is gonna walk second.
Hmm.
So I don't know how that makes sense. And yeah, I know a lot of people. I know I was winning the fight because until the point that happened, I was comfortable. On the beginning of the fight, I was rushing a little bit, but by the third round, I had to find the pace, and then I was like, if I fight like this, he's not gonna touch me, and I'm gonna knock him out soon. So I keep doing that, and then that happened. So I know how I was feeling. I was comfortable. I know I was winning, but last one of my coach says like, what matters is the decision on the end, what the referee is gonna say. So
Hmm.
they didn't say I won. So for me, I lost, and the fight don't even count on the topology. So it's like, yeah, it's a loss. Because you
Right.
prepare for 3 months, you get ready to fight all these stuffs. And I wanted to go there, and then I wanted to have a win on my record. So I don't have that, then it's a loss.
Well, the great news, of course, is that you have this opportunity to correct everything that went wrong in the first fight. Um, how do you want to win this one? We know you like to knock people out. What's the perfect outcome for you in this one?
Yeah, I'm gonna knock him out. I'm gonna finish what I started. He was about to get knocked out on the first fight. I'm just gonna finish this one now. I like to grapple as well. I have a good memories in Bangkok. My first submission was there, but it is what I like to do, and I think it is what the fans like to see. So I'm gonna knock him out.
Okay, very cool, man. If you win this one, I think everyone's assuming that Stefan Lohman will be the next contender for the title. I want to talk a bit about him. I mean, just what are your thoughts on him and what he's been up to lately in the one championship circle?
Yeah, he's been very well. He's doing well. He was, like I said before. He come from Brave. He was already champion there. He defend. He started a couple of times. Then he come here. He got good fights. I think he got a bit like kind of like old opponents. Like more people
Mm,
that are on his prime. I don't think he fought anybody on his prime in one. But he's doing well. Bibiano's former champion as well. He's doing well. So, and I need to fight, man. I want to be active. So yeah, I'm gonna take him out too after Lineker.
hmm He showed. really great grappling in that fight with Bibiano. Bibiano's, of course, a BJJ guy, but Stefan was able to out grapple him for most of the fight. And now I know you're a very confident guy and you believe in your ground skills, but is it a concern at all, Steven's ground skills? Are you worried at all about a ground fight with him?
Nah, no, if you think like Bibiano is a BJJ guy, right? But he's not that good a wrestler, you
Mm,
know.
hmm
So I was surprised that Loman was able to control Bibiano when they were on the ground. When he was on the top, he was able to control and ground pound. That was good because Bibiano is good on the ground, but like he's not on his prime, you know. He's like it's hard to say he's like 40 something now, right? So like
hmm
man, the guy doesn't have the same cardio, doesn't have the same reaction time, you know. So it's hard to say, but he got his shot, you know. He got his shot.
Yeah, fair enough. Well said, man. I'm shifting gears a little bit. One championship is debuting in Lumpini tomorrow. Very big deal, obviously, for the promotion, for the sport of Muay Thai, for combat sports in general in Thailand. As a Muay Thai guy yourself, I mean, what do you think of this project, this partnership between One and Lumpini that's coming up?
I think it's great for the Muay Thai community, you know. I think there's a lot of just like corruption and things like that in Muay Thai. And if one comes now and tries to do everything right, you know, and those guys like are getting paid more, I think they are just helping the Muay Thai community, and it should be really good for them. I see like I train it in Thailand, of course. I see many of Muay Thai fighters, and all of them are very happy and excited with those news. So it should be good.
So the sense you're getting on the ground in Thailand is that people in the country that are in the combat sports industry, people are excited about this partnership between One and Lumpini. It's a big thing, right?
Yes, 100%, man. Like if you see today, all the big names in Muay Thai, they are fight for one because they are
hmm
getting paid what they deserve, you know. So everybody, all those guys that are coming, like the young guys, they all want to fight for one as well, you know. So one Lupini is opportunity to them to get to the big stage and make the money that they deserve too.
hmm Speaking of big names in Muay Thai, the main event tomorrow is Nongo, the bantamweight champion, defending his title against Aliverdi Ramazanov. Great fight. Do you have a prediction for that one? Any way you see that one going?
Man, I really like Nongo. You know, he's really smart fighter and he's powerful. And he's been man. For me, he's one of the greatest of Muay Thai. You know, on to do what he's been doing in his age is like is very impressive. You don't see the guy getting touched. You know, you just see him. He outsmart all those guys and eventually knock them out. So I'll pick him to win this one as well. And I'm really excited. I really like to watch his fights.
Great prediction. Speaking of Lumpini, your fight, of course, now will be in Lumpini. How do you feel about fighting there? Will this be your first time fighting there?
Yeah, yeah. First time fight there. My first fight in Bangkok was in Impact Arena.
hmm
But yeah, it's exciting, you know. In fighting the ring as well, I think that's more exciting. You know, if it was an occasional opinion, it's like it's a bit different. But in a ring, it's like it's cool, you know. It's gonna be
Very
exciting.
cool. Very cool, man. Well, big fight coming up. This bantamweight title fight. Obviously, you're planning on winning the belt. What's the plan for the rest of the year for you? Staying active, you said. I mean, what are the goals for this year?
I got a lot of goals, but first I want to win the belt and I want to defend him. So we already got Loman there. So I want after the fight, I'm gonna talk with one. We're gonna sit and we're gonna see when we fight Loman, and maybe after that, we could see like I don't know, maybe kickboxing, Muay Thai, or upweight. I don't know. There's a lot of
hmm
options there, you know. But let's Lineker is the first step. I'm going. I have to knock him out first, and then we talk about all this other stuff.
hmm you sort of seem like you're right on the cusp of becoming a really big star in MMA and in combat sports. You had Joe Rogan talking about you after the last fight. It sort of seems like you're right there. Do you feel like if you win this title, you become a one championship champion, that's gonna kind of be the moment for you where you really become a big deal in this sport?
I think I'll still do a lot. You know, I'll still do. I'm of course I'm getting more people recognize me now, and it feels really good. But I have bigger plans. You know, I want to do bigger things. So I think this is gonna be. they start.
Awesome, man. Well, I think that about covers it. I'll end it with this. Do you have a message for your fans? You got fans all over the world now. What do you say to the people supporting you?
I just hope everybody is excited as I am, and don't miss the fight on 24th of February for America fans and 25th of February to Asia fans. It's gonna be a good one. If you watch the first one, you know it, and I'm really gonna put on a show for everybody.